So hey folks, welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into Pompano Beach, Florida to kind of uncover the city's highlights, its drawbacks, and pretty much everything else in between. So, nestled in the heart of South Florida, Pompano Beach boasts stunning beaches, delightful weather, and a lively community, okay? Yet they also grapple with things like high crime and scarcity of affordable housing, and of course, as we say in most of our videos, a little bit of traffic here and there. So folks, join us as we delve into this diverse facets of Pompano Beach. We're gonna offer you kind of a well-rounded perspective of this little captivating little city that so many folks have been coming to. So let's go ahead and begin kind of and discover the true essence of Pompano Beach. So Pompano Beach has a kind of a unique blend of natural beauty and urban amenities that really makes it kind of fascinating for a lot of folks, okay? Whether it's crystal clear waters, the golden sands, the bustling downtown area, there's really something for pretty much everybody in this vibrant little city here. Okay? And again, despite its challenges, Pompano Beach's resilience and community spirit shine through. It creates a sense of unity and determination to overcome the obstacles. So we'll try to keep this short and sweet. So Suze, go ahead and hit the stopwatch, and folks, let's grab your sunscreen, your sense of adventure as we embark on the journey to unravel the secrets of Pompano Beach. So folks, Pompano Beach is located about 14 miles from the Fort Lauderdale-Hollywood International Airport, and it has 3 miles of beachfront. It's over 100 yards wide in some areas, with some of the warmest, clearest waters in all of South Florida, making it one of the most beautiful family-friendly beaches in all of South Florida. It was named after the pompano fish, a species of inshore kind of tropical game fish that's really abundant in this area. And Pompano Beach is actually often called the heart of the Gold Coast due to its location. It's almost equidistant between Palm Beach and Miami. Okay, and Pompano Beach, it has its art scene and culture scene is very, very vibrant, and it's a very growing part of the city. And the city is really committed to kind of captivating this and bringing as much as they can to create this culture, this whole arts and crafts and artsy kind of culture going on. Okay, I mean, we have the Alley Cultural Arts Center in the Pompano Beach Amphitheater, where all kinds of great things are going on. They have all kinds of shows that are happening. The city has a number of different art galleries. Some of them are public, some of them are private. Museums that showcase the work of local and international artists. Okay, the Bailey Contemporary Art Center, for one, as an example. It's kind of a hub for contemporary art. Okay, and it has exhibitions and workshops and events throughout the year. Okay, the Pompano Beach Historical Society Museum is a not to miss. It's, on the other hand, it's a glimpse of the city's rich history and heritage. So, and folks, Pompano Beach, as evidenced by the name, okay, is known for its excellent boating, okay, and fishing. Fishing from either the new pier or the beach or heading out to deeper water, okay? And folks, the scuba and snorkel scene in underwater is something great for underwater enthusiasts. I mean, you can swim right out to a reef, you can snorkel out there, you can scuba out there. There's some white coral reefs out there. The other thing is that there's some shipwrecks that have been dropped on there, and most recently, they dropped a sunken statue to kind of give folks an opportunity to kind of go out and see it. It's about 7-foot tall statue. It was sunken a couple of years ago, and it's become a very, very big attraction for folks that want to go out and snorkel and go out or scuba. It's not very, very deep. One of the things that Pompano Beach has been striving towards, and they've done this a lot on within the waterfront itself, okay, is the dining scene and the cuisine going in. It's a variety of tastes, from fresh seafood to international dishes. Okay, and folks, based upon some reviews and of course us checking it out ourselves, here are some of the more popular restaurants that we suggest, that we recommend, that we've heard others coming. I mean, the Calypso Restaurant and Raw Bar. Okay, it's a Caribbean seafood restaurant. Got Bahamian dishes. It's fantastic. It's awesome. It's a great atmosphere, very flavorful dishes. The Rusty Hook Tavern, Susan and I have been there a number of times. It's a great place to kind of watch the sunset on a Friday or Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. Okay, it's great seafood. It's got it's a really cozy experience. It's got a great view. One of my favorite places is the Beach House. It's right on the beach, obviously, so hence the name. Fantastic food, great service. We love it. It's got a wood fire grill. Okay, and they prepare seafood a number of different ways. It's terrific. The Rabbit Hole is another really kind of a very famous and very friendly area to go into. It's a very innovative menu, and it also actually kind of caters a lot to the vegan community. Okay, South Bar Kitchen. I mean, this is one of those places where it's an incredibly diverse menu. You really don't even know what you're going to get every time you go in there, but we can tell you from experience, every time you go in there, whatever you get is going to be very, very good. Okay, and then the Sands Harbor Waterfront Restaurant. It's got a very, very good review, 4.3 out of 5. It's a great place for folks looking to enjoy their view, enjoy their view with their meal. Okay, and honestly, it's booked frequently, so you need to call ahead and find out what's going on. I've noted that close by to Pompano Beach is Shooters. It's a very, very popular spot, especially for the Sunday brunch crowd. It's right on the intercoastal. Get a great view of boats going back and forth, okay? Fish Shack is also a kind of very casual place to kind of hang out, very, very casual places. So folks, these are just some of the many restaurants that kind of highlight the diversity and the quality of the Pompano Beach dining scene. Okay. The other thing is that, you know, and kind of moving right along, if you will, pun intended. Let's talk a little bit about the transportation in Pompano Beach in the South Florida area. Now, folks, as we've said in many of our other videos, and don't forget to check out some of those other videos about Pompano Beach and the surrounding area. This South Florida area and Pompano Beach is really certainly no exception. It's pretty much known as a car-reliant region. I mean, there's just a lot of traffic that goes on. It's a lot of things for getting around the cars. The mass transit and the public transportation is just now kind of beginning to catch up with what's going on, you know. But there are some things. Broward County Transit is available. Certainly Uber and Lyft are places that are certainly options, especially if you're going to go out and imbibe in a couple of adult beverages. Okay, there's shuttles that go from both Miami International Airport and Fort Lauderdale International Airport to bring you right up into the heart of Pompano Beach. Okay, there's also, for private planes, there's also the Pompano Beach Airpark, which is centrally located in Pompano Beach, handles a number of private aircrafts. Okay, and you know, if you want to go a little further out, there's the Tri-Rail and the trains can take you out from either to Deerfield Beach or to Fort Lauderdale. You can go out and go as far as Miami or Orlando. So there are some additional transportation options, but again, that's one of these things where we rely heavily on Lyft and Uber just for convenience sake. So folks, you know, overall, Pompano Beach arts and the culture scene and the dining options make it a great place for folks to live and visit. So whether you're local or looking for something new to explore, you're a visitor coming down for the first time or repeat, okay, looking for a kind of a unique cultural experience, Pompano Beach really has something to offer a lot of folks. With its beautiful beaches, the vibrant community, again, the growing economy, it's no wonder it's becoming a very, very popular area for folks to visit. You know, I'm Kev, and we're living in Fort Lauderdale with Kev and Suze, okay? We're one of the original YouTube channels down here for the Fort Lauderdale area, okay? And one of the things that we love doing more than helping everybody else who with any kind of real estate related questions, because Suzanne and we are both licensed realtors, okay? It's basically sharing the area around Fort Lauderdale and the area in South Florida, especially areas like Pompano Beach, where folks have been asking us about specific information. We love sharing that information with everybody. We love showing everybody basically, you know, where we live and why we love living here. So if you have any questions at all, please feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, drop us an email, DM us, okay, or click on the link below and you can go ahead and set up a 40 to 45 minute session where we can talk about Pompano Beach, Fort Lauderdale, South Florida, any kind of real estate related issues or questions you guys may have. The drawbacks. So, you know, folks, I mean, they say, I mean, even paradise, you know, kind of has its drawbacks or its con side, if you will. Okay. One of the areas that many folks consider to be kind of a drawback in Pompano Beach is concerned is the crime rate. The crime rate, it's nearly double the national average. It's about 42% in Pompano Beach versus around 22 or 23% in the national average. Property crime rates definitely are one of the higher ones in Pompano Beach. 64.7% of all the crime that is committed in the Pompano Beach area is property-related crime. You know, compared to the national cities, that actually places it in the 25th percentile for safety. So now, folks, to kind of put this in perspective, what this really means is 75% of the cities are safer and 25% of the cities are more dangerous. But the southern part of the city is usually considered to be the safest. Okay. Now, the high crime rate is a concern in Pompano Beach. It's a major concern for residents and visitors alike. Okay, and despite having its own dedicated police force, they do remain a little bit higher. They are working towards that. They're working towards trying to get that under control. And again, we would encourage you to look at like crimestoppers.org and some of the other websites that we use to look at it to find areas that may be more to your liking, maybe more what you're looking for. Definitely take a look at that before you make your trip on down. Okay. Now, we've said this in other videos also. With affordable housing is becoming a challenge here in Pompano Beach. It's just like most of South Florida. We're seeing, you know, almost unprecedented increases in home values and home prices. And the cities, this Pompano Beach is certainly no exception. The city's real housing market is because a significant increase of the price over the past years, making it very, very difficult for lower income families or families that are on a budget to find kind of affordable housing. Okay, it's resulted in a little bit of homelessness kind coming around the city too, where folks have just come down thinking that they could find something, and they were just unable to find something. So families are struggling a little bit to find places to live. Now there's a lot of varieties, and there's a lot of different budget options as far as housing and home ownership. But again, it is a challenge that folks are seeing. We'll just go for 3 in a row here from the standpoint of what we said in other videos. Traffic congestion is a huge concern in Pompano Beach. I mean, they have added a new garage over out near the waterfront. Okay, but Pompano Beach is growing. It's growing big, and unfortunately, like many other areas in South Florida and Florida as a whole, we're seeing the infrastructure is just not able to keep up with the population that's been coming down, and especially during peak hours or during peak dates. The peak hours would be rush hour in the morning and rush hour in the afternoon. And the peak dates would be the high, we refer to as a high season, anytime October, November through maybe March, April, or early May. We do see kind of going into March and April being some of the heaviest times because we have a lot of spring break activity going on. It's been a little bit of a challenge. While the public transportation system is growing, it's still one of these things that still has a little bit of room left to grow in order to kind of keep up with the growing population. So folks, like anything else, overall, Pompano Beach, it has its fair share of challenges that need to be addressed, like most cities do. The high crime rate, the lack of affordable housing, and traffic congestion are some of the major concerns for residents and for visitors alike. But again, the city is taking significant steps on how to address these issues and create a better future for residents and guests and visitors alike. So, we talked about some of the good, the good things, the highlights. Okay, we talked about some of the lowlights, if you will. So let's kind of talk about some of the things that are in between. Okay, now one of the things that is in between is Pompano Beach is really making tremendous improvements towards this. Is the community engagement and sustainability. It's really they've really gone back and made good starts on doing urban development and urban renovation, okay? And the city is committed to supporting local businesses to enhance recreational facilities, but also they're trying to do that in a way that they kind of preserve the environmental conservation. So it's a kind of an in-between thing. There's some good and some bad kind of coming out of it. There's certainly some room for improvements. So, but I mean, through initiatives like regular beach cleanups and tree planting events, they're really actively, Pompano Beach, the city of Pompano Beach and the residents are really actively working to preserve its natural beauty for generations to come. The other thing is that by doing this, it also kind of instills a sense of environmental stewardship to both residents and visitors. I mean, you'll see if you've been down to Pompano Beach before, even if you haven't, when you look around, check out some of our other videos, you'll see between March and October, there's a big push to support the sea turtles. The sea turtle nesting going on is a huge thing. It's actually kind of cool to watch late in October when the little turtles have hatched and they're heading their way down to the ocean to get in. But I mean, it's really trying to. It's issues like that and other environmental stewardship type activities that are going on to try to promote a greener city and a more sustainable future. Okay, this kind of comprehensive approach to community well-being and environmental consciousness, it kind of positions Pompano Beach a little bit different than some of the other local cities from the standpoint of being almost like a beacon, if you will, of sustainable living, okay, inspiring other cities like Margate and Tamarack to kind of follow in suit, creating that harmonious balance, if you will, between urban growth and environmental preservation. Another thing is that Pompano Beach's central location and its easy access to other cities makes it an ideal base for exploring really pretty much everything South Florida has to offer. Now, schooling, big issue for a lot of folks, especially if you're a family looking to come down to Pompano Beach area, or if you're already here and thinking about starting a family. Okay, Pompano Beach has got 133 schools. That's kind of a mixture of public schools, private schools, and parochial schools and charter schools. So, we use greatschools.org and we use niche.com to kind of, as resources to kind of check those out. But one of the things I'll caution you, even those websites, they don't reflect the actual school grade. The rating system is based on kind of an arbitrary mixture of 3 factors. It's test scores, student progress, and equity. So you just kind of take that into consideration. There's 79 schools are public schools. There's 5 charter schools. There's 110 other private or parochial schools. We recommend going to browardschools.org to kind of learn more about the options before you're kind of discounting any area. Do the checkout. Reach out to experts like my team and myself to ask any questions you may have about certain areas. As far as schools, as far as crime, some of the other concerns that you may have. And honestly, whether you're looking to soak up the sun of Fort Lauderdale's world famous beaches, experience close by Miami's rich cultural heritage and diverse neighborhoods, or take a road trip to other populations like Orlando and Tampa, okay, Pompano Beach is actually one of the best. It's a great starting point. It's centrally located and it's very close to all the major accesses to pretty much anywhere in South Central Florida. Pompano Beach is like the perfect starting point. With its convenient location, easy access to other cities, it offers endless opportunities for adventure and exploration. So folks, Pompano Beach has a lot to offer when it comes to good things. Its beautiful beaches, its vibrant community, and growing economy make it a great place to live and to visit. Okay, but folks, like most other cities, Pompano Beach has its fair share of challenges, including some higher crime rates, lack of affordable housing, and as I said, traffic congestion. Despite these challenges, the city is really taking steps to address them and create a better future for its residents and its visitors. We hope this video has kind of given you a comprehensive view of Pompano Beach and helped you decide whether it's the right destination for you. Folks, if you've enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe. So go ahead and hit that bell so every time you get notified every time I drop a new video. Okay? And again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Remember, you can give us a call, you can shoot us a little text, email it, you can click on the calendar link below, set up a time where you can chit-chat for about 40-45 minutes about Pompano Beach or the surrounding area or any real estate related questions you have in and around the South Florida area. Okay? And thanks for watching.